We all have 24 hours in a day, but why does it seem that some people are able to get the most out of the every minutes of the day? Hi, this is Arvind Upadhyay. Welcome back to Arvind Upadhyay Show podcast. This podcast is brought to you by Arvind Upadhyay Books and Arvind Enterprises Group. So let's make the fun and understand manipulate time with the powerful time management tips. You believe it or not, they don't have the power to slow down time. They do, however, know how to properly manage their time. You want to know how you can become a master of time management? So start by using these powerful time management tips. Number 1, create a time audit. When it's to come to time management, the first step you need to take is finding out where your time actually goes. You may believe that you only send 30 minutes on emails, but in reality, that task is eating up an hour of your day. The easiest way to keep track of your time is to download an app that track everything you do for a week. You can these access the report to find what is stealing your time, what this information. You can then make the appropriate adjustment. Number 2 is to set a time limit to each task. I have found that setting a time limit to each task prevents me from the getting distracted or procrastinating. For example, if I want to write an article for my blog, I give myself 2 hours. So if I started at 8 am, I try to get written by 10 am. In a way, it's become game. Simple since I put buffer between tasks and activities. If I don't complete the task on time, I can still work on it without eating into the time reserved for the something else. Number 3 is use a to-do list but don't abandon tasks. All goals and projects are made up for a smaller part that need to be accomplished in order to achieve the goals or complete the project. Create to-do list for each goals and project, listing all the measurable steps that need to be accomplished. Aside from keeping you focused, this also motivates you as per you're able to see what you have already achieved and what is remains. At the same point, there will be interruptions that may prevent you from completing a task. I recommend that you can make a point of always returning to and completing these tasks once you are able to. This may require you to set a limit on your number of the tasks you are working at any given time. Number 4 is a plan ahead. One of the worst things that you can do is wake up without a plan for the day. Instead of the focusing on what need to be done, you wander aimlessly and take care of more trivial matters. That's why you should always plan ahead using one of these options. The night before you leave work for the day, spend the last 15 minutes organizing your office and composing a list of your most important items for the tomorrow. First things in the morning. During your morning routine, write down the 3 or 4 most urgent and important matters that need to be addressed today and work on those when you are most productive. Number 5 is spend your morning on MITs. If it's your job to eat a frog, it's best to do it first thing in the morning. That if your job is to eat 2 frogs, it's best to eat the biggest one first. What I want to say that write down, make a journal, write down the to-do list and divide your to-do list in the 8-2 rule. That 2% of your work is most important, 80% are the less important. Do the things that is most important, then do the things that is less and negligible. You can divide this by, you can listen my podcast goal setting by Arvind Upadhyay Show and understand this system. You can buy my book Time Management for Leaders Time Management Skills to explore more and understand more, or you can understand more by that. So the point is that I was making that you should take care of your biggest and most challenging task in the morning and your most important task of the day. There are the couple reasons why this is such as effective time management trick. For starters, you usually have the most amount of the energy in the AM, so it's a better to tackle these tasks when you are not drained. Also, you can use that feeling of accomplishment to get through the rest of the day. Number 6 is learn to delegate outsource. Delegation and outsourcing can get a bit tricky. For some, it's hard to let someone else do work that they used to do. For others, they don't have the time to train someone else to complete certain tasks. The thing is that delegating or outsourcing are real time saver, since it's a lessen your workload, which means you have more time to spend on more important tasks or doing less work. Either hand over responsibilities to team members who are qualified or hire an experienced freelancer. And if you do decide to do in-house training, the initial investment will be worth in it at the end. Number 7 is eliminate half work. In our age of constant distraction, it is stupidly easy to split our attention between what we should be doing and what society bombards us with write and do. Usually we are balancing the needs of the messages, emails and to-do list at the same time that we are trying to get something accomplished. It is rare that we are fully engaged in the task at hand. Claire has doubled that's half work, and here are the couple of examples. You are writing a report but you stop randomly to check your phone for no reason. So you try out a new workout routine but switch to a new program a couple of days later because you read about it online. While talking on the phone, your mind wander to your email inbox. So regardless of the where and how you fall into the trap of the half work, the result is always the same. You are never fully engaged in the task at hand. You rarely commit to the task for the extended period of the time, and it's take you twice as long, accomplish half as much. I has found that the best way to overcome half work is by blocking out significant time to focus on the one project and eliminate everything else. For example, you will pick one exercise and only focus on that exercise while working out. You will also carve out few hours to devote to an important project, but will leave the phone in another room. So this complete elimination of the direction is the only way I know to get into deep focused work and avoid fragmented sessions where you are merely doing half work. Number 8 is change your schedule. If you're reading my books, and if you're understanding the time management, and you're listening this episode or watching this episode anywhere, then it is obviously because you want to discover some useful time management, and I am more than happy to help you put. But if you are struggling with time management, the solution may be as simple as changing your schedule around. For example, instead of sleeping until 6:30 am, wake up an hour earlier. Personally, I find 5:15 am to the most productive time of the day, since it's give me the time to exercise, plan out my day, go through my emails, and even work on side project without being disturbed. Also consider waking up earlier on the weekend and maybe cut down on the amount of TV that you watch and use social media. You cut down the time. Number 9 is leave a buffer time between task and meeting. Jumping immediately from one task or meeting to the next may seem like a good use of your time, but it actually has the opposite effect. We need time to clear our minds and recharge by going for a walk, taking the short break, meditating, or just daydreaming. After all, the human brain can only focus for about 90 minutes at a time. So without that break, it's more difficult to stay focused and motivated. Scheduling buffer time also can prevent running late to your next meeting. I find the 25 minutes between task and meeting an ideal amount of the buffer time. Number 10 is get organized and single task. The average Americans spend 2.5 2.5 days each year looking for misplaced item. As a result, we spend over 2.7 billion annually in replacing these items instead of wasting both your time and money. Get organized. Start by having a home for everything and making sure that items are put back where they belong. At the end of the day, clean your workplace and create a document management system. And start single tasking. Most people cite multitasking as the main culprit and misplacing item. So this episode was brought and sponsors by Arvind Upadhyay books. Go on Google, search about Arvind Upadhyay books, Amazon, Flipkart, bookshop.org and many other places. Search there, get the books related your need, your choice related: personal development, personal success, financial success, sales success, public speaking, and much more. So go on Google, search about Arvind Upadhyay books, get it from Amazon, Flipkart and many other places, and make sure you follow us everywhere where we are available.